Hi everyone, I'm Catherine Ross from Break Free with EFT, and today I'm going to introduce you to my little helper here because my real little helper is at childcare. So what I want to do is talk about how to use EFT tapping on your children, specifically babies to toddlers. So I have a 17-month-old daughter and I've been using tapping on her since she was born with a great success too. So if you're new to EFT and you haven't heard about my videos before, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And some people do know it as tapping. So it's the same thing, one and the same, EFT tapping, we just call it. And it's basically like an emotional version of acupuncture, except the great thing, especially with kids, is that there are no needles involved. So literally what we're doing is tapping on our body. And it sounds really strange and really unconventional, but it works. And the great thing is that it's actually backed up by science too. So often, when we have children, there can be the dreaded sleep issues. We've got teething issues to deal with. When they start walking, they might fall over a lot. So there are lots of opportunities to actually use EFT. So I want to talk about EFT for sleep. So you can use EFT as part of a routine before you actually put your child to sleep down at nighttime or during the day for naps. And it can be a really good way just to calm them down so that they can fall asleep easily. They're not going to be waking up for reassurance and reliance, and they're just feeling safe and secure, because that's what it's really about. And a lot of the issues that kids have, especially babies, is that, lack of security. So they want to feel secure. They're constantly crying out for mum or dad. And that's an emotional issue that we can solve with EFT. So we don't necessarily have to say anything, but for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to take you through a short demonstration as to how you can use EFT on your child today. So we're going to start off on their karate chop point. So if you think about where they actually break the board with the side of their hand in karate, that's where we're chopping. Oh, we're not chopping. Sorry, we're not going to chop your hand off. We're going to tap on that point, okay? So we're going to start on the karate chop point, just using our other hand to tap there. And you can say, even though I'm having a hard time getting to sleep and I really want mummy or daddy, I'm okay. And then say it again. Even though I really miss mummy and daddy when I'm asleep and part of me feels unsafe, I know that they're there and I'm a good girl or boy. Then you can move up to the top of their head. I really don't want to go to sleep. And their eyebrow point. I really miss mummy and daddy. And up to the side of their eye. All this insecure feeling. Underneath their eye, I really don't want to go to sleep. Under their nose, really don't want to go to sleep right now. On their chin, I miss my mummy. And just near where their collarbone is, I really miss mummy and daddy. Underneath their arm, I'm tired, but I just can't fall asleep. And then on their karate chop point again, all this hard time I'm having falling asleep. And then top of the head, I choose to relax now. Eyebrow, I let go of any feelings of insecurity. It's okay for me to fall asleep. I'm safe here. I choose to relax now. I'm loved and supported. Everything is okay. It's safe for me to go to sleep now. I'm safe. Okay. Then if they can understand what you're saying, get them to take a nice deep breath in and out. Otherwise, that's okay. So you can do that a few times, okay, depending on obviously if they sit still. If you skip a point or you don't hit the right points because they're moving, that's okay. The great thing about EFT is that you can't actually stuff it up. So even if you miss a few points because they're, all over the place as they are, that's all right, okay? And it's just going to help to calm the amygdala, which is our stress response system in the brain. And it's going to switch off that fight or flight response, because obviously if they're in the cot or in the bassinet and they're really crying, they're missing you. They're missing that connection. And you know that when you pick them up, you're going to comfort them. And we're subconsciously actually stroking meridian points on the body, which is what we're tapping on. When we're, patting dogs or cats or, soothing a baby, that's actually what we're doing. So it's a more conscious version of accessing those self-soothing points. And that's what we harness in EFT. So it might take a few rounds. You can, if you don't want to say the words, you can just tap without saying anything, and that can also have the same effect. All right. But if you know that there's something that's actually troubling them, make sure that you throw it in there while you're tapping. Okay. So as long as you tap and talk about the problem, you're going to get benefit, or they're going to get benefit more so. And also it can help to calm you down too. So obviously our energy affects the energy of our children. So the more calm we are, the more chance that they're going to be calm as well. All right, so I hope you've learned a little bit in this video and now have something that you can use and try out tonight, hopefully, before your little ones go down to bed. So all the best and happy tapping.